Hi guys, Agrippa Maxenius here, and if you hear those bagpipes, you're probably here for some close combat, Gateway to Caen action. This game is probably one of my favorite games so far in terms of World War II combat. The actual the actual gameplay is unbelievable, but really the cohesive action that you get in terms of unit-based combat, real military warfare-based combat, you're not gonna find anywhere else but this game. It's beautiful. Now the graphics are a bit dated, but I ask you to bear with me here. I'm going to show you guys a battle here with Company 6, Royal Scots Fusiliers against the Germans, and I'm going to try to show you that some of the sounds, rifle fire in this game is probably the most realistic I've heard in many games so far, and really the tactics in this game are unlike any other. If you want a combat simulator, or a squad-based combat simulator that focuses on small battles, small engagements, you can't get anything better than this, in my opinion. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to show you some gameplay here of Gateway to Caen. I really hope you enjoy it, and if you do, make sure to subscribe, rate, and comment down below, and leave a comment. You know, why not? Say something. Thanks so much, guys, and here we go. So already, guys, we do have contact. I want to take a look here and see where the enemy fire is coming from. Sometimes it's actually hard to spot. We'll take a look down here at the south and hope none of our guys have come under fire. So far, I don't hear any of our guys. Oh, there we go. As you guys can see, the artillery fire coming in here on the south. That's off-map artillery, so nothing we can really do about that. Now, the game is actually bringing us over to the section where it thinks we need to pay attention. Unfortunately, I don't see any enemies here. Still not spotting anything. We should be taking fire from the distillery. Okay, I see, guys, the SDKVZ. This is an actual German armor unit, and we definitely want to move this Churchill tank up quickly before he wipes out our entire Bren section here. We've also got infantry, German infantry coming in on the north here. A lot of German infantry units, and I sort of feel silly now because these guys are tricking the hell out of me. They're going for a full northern attack, but look at that! The Bren is destroyed! Look at those enemy troops running from that burning carrier. Nothing makes me happier. We also have some enemy troops coming up here in the middle, and I actually can't wait for them to get over here to Corner Orchard to get a big surprise. We can all go ahead and open up with the mortar teams on them. I'm not sure if the fire is going to be that effective, but it's probably more effective than not doing anything. Let's go ahead and actually open up on these guys. We've got a whole troop of Germans here, and unfortunately they're covered by this building number 2 over here, but we're going to do our best. Alright, let's see. Oh, we've got another SDKVZ 25116 here coming up, and I'm hoping that my tank can spot this guy before he deals any damage to my actual units. The units over here at the distillery are actually doing a really great job, believe it or not. They're holding up pretty well, even though, as you can see, if you look inside the distillery, and it may be a little harder to see, because I will admit that in this game, the zoom qualities are not what they should be, but that's kind of what makes a game like Close Combat. And as you can see, there's 2 dead men or wounded men in our Bren section. Now, as you can see, the enemy is getting a lot of mortar fire, and they're basically just being careful and holding this northern position here. I want to make sure they're not pushing on any other sections. I don't think they are. And as you can see, we took St. Mathieu, so we may as well go ahead and move fast on the church. I'll go ahead and get this tank. This is not something I recommend, because we're about to make a very evasive action with this tank, and we may be spotted and the tank destroyed, which would suck. I'll move this Bren section up to the middle of the hedgerow over here. Eventually we will start moving forward, but right now I think we've got these guys trapped pretty well. As you can see, we've got a few Germans down over here from the mortar fire. Not many, but enough to make them think twice about going up that road. Let's go ahead and move this Sherman up. And now they're trying to get some artillery fire onto our Sherman tank. Or actually some mortar fire. As you can see, they're moving the STKVZ over here. Sneaky little bastards. At this point, where is that tank? The problem is the tanks have a lot of problem moving through these hedgerows. But I want to see if I can turn them around. Get them to go over to the crossed hedge. And hopefully deliver some damage to the enemy.
Area secure.
Let's take a look at what's going on in the north. Alright, so that Churchill is moving up. So far, we haven't spotted anything. I think they've decided to go ahead and move their attack down to the middle here, since they're not going to have much luck. over here attacking the top, necessarily. They may still do pretty well. I definitely want to move this platoon HQ up so they can provide some fire support. We can also move the corner orchard Bren guys up. Probably should have moved them up before. Look at all that fire. Just a tremendous amount of fire on this map. And I really want to get this tank through the hedges and get him over here to the damn STKVZ. The problem is, getting through these hedges is a pain in the ass for a tank. As you can see, he's really trudging along. And I can't fire through them because we can't see through the hedges. Line of sight is tremendously important in this game. Now, we did get into the church, guys. We managed to take that, but unfortunately we are under fire at the church. So far, there's not really much we can do. We'll go ahead and maybe take this rifle section here and move them south. Get them into the church. For now, I'm just going to hold my position here. I'm thinking it's just off-map artillery fire. Let's get back to the action. Alright, so we've got a lot of Germans here. Now we've finally got our command, or actually our Bren section unit here, opening fire. Look at all those Germans in the hedgerows. It's a true attack by the Germans. They're really trying to make it. And I'm hoping, come on, this Churchill, if everything could go perfectly right now, I'd be very happy. See if the Churchill can open fire on the STKVZ. Missed the first shot. Let's go for a second one. Don't pull away, Churchill. You want to move fast. There's nothing. You don't have to be afraid of anything. Go. I don't think they have any. Yes, beautiful. Let's see. I don't think they have any anti-tank guns. And as you can see, there goes the enemy unit, just totally crushed. Now I'm going to go ahead and move this Sherman Crocodile right up on the German infantry divisions here, because right now we're actually taking. I'm not going to say we're losing, but we're taking a lot of hits here. Let's go ahead. I hope we're opening fire in the right places. I think we should be. No, 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 don't move there. Just shoot there. As you can see, the morale on top is actually going in our favor, but just barely, guys, just barely. We're not 100% taking this map. We're basically just holding it. We're just holding it from the Germans. As you can see, they're planning a huge attack up here in the north. Our entire platoon HQ over here got wasted, which is really, really sad. And sadly, our Churchill Crocodile, is it dead? No, it's not. I definitely want to open fire on these enemy troops. Let's go ahead and open fire on the Pioneers. Oh, come on, Churchill Croc. Do something! Help us! We desperately need the tank to shine right now, and as you can see, it's already opened up with machine guns. Unfortunately, the enemy is throwing their anti-tank grenades. It might not be so good for us. Oh, man, so we're definitely stopped. And I'm hoping we can at least get some rounds off. As you can see, the morale is now not so much in our favor. Go ahead and move the platoon HQ up to the distillery. There's a lot of enemy fire right now, guys. A lot of enemy fire in the north. They're doing a lot better than I expected them to. Let's go ahead and get these guys. This 2-inch mortar group. If we could select them. And we'll move these guys fast up here to these hedges. Hopefully we can stop this attack in the north. It looks pretty strong. We do still have this Churchill tank, so I'm going to move him fast up here to where we saw the enemies last. And we do still see a few of them moving around over here. I may try to just do a full-out charge and assault the enemy position, but I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. They're really struggling to get through, but we're also really struggling to hold that distillery. As you can see, the enemy troops are pulling back a little bit, and that Churchill is still firing on them. I don't know what we do without this Churchill, despite the fact that he can't move. And actually, one of the crew members is dead, one is wounded. It's still opening fire, and they're going to keep throwing those anti-tank grenades. Wow, a lot of anti-tank grenades. But I think they're going to have to pull back. A lot of dead Germans there. And as you can see, this Sherman is coming to flank them as well. This Churchill, getting the Churchill and the Sherman confused. And that should be a wonderful proposition. Opening fire already on this moving infantry unit. And yeah, they look to be pretty much out of cover. And as you can see, look at that, guys. The Axis have requested a ceasefire. This tends to happen in the game, which I really like. Ultra realistic as is. And I didn't know I had all these guys. Wow. Well, they're going to come in handy. Let's go ahead and move them up here. Basically what happens is the enemy attempts to get a ceasefire. When they know that there's no chance to win, they're pretty much screwed. They beg you for a ceasefire. Now, obviously we're not going to give them that. We're going to take all of the victory positions on the map, and or we're going to wait for a surrender. There's really no other option. I mean, unfortunately for our German enemies here. Okay, so we are taking some indirect artillery fire over here. Once again in the middle. Maybe they've decided to be smart. Who knows? Okay, now this Churchill is stopping right here. The reason I want him to stop right here is I don't want to be hit by any of the anti-tank shells. Fire! Not good. I'm already stopped. I'm already stopped. I am not a tank commander. Now the good news is, irregardless of us losing both of our Churchills to artillery, or one Churchill, one Crocodile to artillery fire, I think we're gonna do just fine. We still hold the map more or less here, but we are dealing with a lot of enemy troops, as you can see over here, and really just getting past this Churchill is causing them a lot of problems. Just gonna keep the fire on. See what's going on down here in the south. Alright, so our guys are moving over here in the south unhindered, which is pretty cool, so we'll go ahead and get this Brent section to move with them. I'm hoping there's not an ambush waiting in store for us, but I don't think there is. I think they're focusing everything here to the north. And this is something that worried me. We do have a SDKVZ carrier here, who's going to try to move in on the distillery, and that's scary. Go ahead and get this 2-inch mortar move.
Enemies over the ceasefire.
No, no, no. Go ahead and open fire. And as you can see, look at that, the the crocodile finally went up in flames. That sucks. We really need to get some sort of infantry unit over here to take on the SDKVZ. I'm not really sure who can, but we'll try to take them out. I think right now the only person that could deal with this SDKVZ is going to be our tank, and we can't really do much. The vehicle crew, our vehicle crew, has actually surrendered, which leads me to believe that we're not doing that well. Let's go ahead and get these guys. Alright, so definitely want to just open fire on the infantry units, tank units, and just keep this place totally locked down. We'll take this Brent section and move fast into the distillery. And I've lost a lot of guys in that distillery, but right now I don't see many options. I wish somebody could do something to fix this Churchill. Damn it. Alright, well, they definitely took us out of the distillery. Lindsay has been killed. We've lost one of our units. It's not good. Ooh, yes, another wonderful hit with our artillery. And at this point, I almost want to accept a truce. I think I've shown you guys more or less what I need to show you with the game. And this is definitely a battle where a truce would be not such a bad idea. I think I took way too many mortars. Oh, wait a... Okay, so we actually won a major victory, guys. Like I told you at the beginning of this game, you can win this even with lower morale as long as you take the victory points. And in this case, the battle ended because both sides were exhausted. They couldn't fight anymore. The day's fighting was over. We still control the same victory locations, and we won the battle because we controlled a greater number of crucial victory locations. Otherwise, the Germans were kicking our ass towards the end there. With that STKVZ in play, it didn't look good for us. Now, I'll show you the losses screen real quick. We did lose 4 leaders killed, 9 soldiers killed infantry-wise, but mostly we just got a lot of guys wounded, which is good, which means they can come back for another fight. We did have 1 piece of armor captured, 1 piece of armor destroyed, which really is not good, and one of our leaders was captured too. He's going to be going to a German prison camp, which he probably won't like very much. We did kill 1 enemy leader, we killed 7 enemy troops. Not nearly as much as I expected, but 20 wounded, so the Germans definitely took a nasty hit. And just to show you the end part of this at the end of the basically match, some of your soldiers, depending on the bravery they showed in combat, will actually get medals, as well as accolades, things like that. And as you can see, all of these guys, some of them are dead, unfortunately. Watt, the commander, this was my commanding leader. As you guys remember, that command team that was hiding behind that hedgerow that just got massacred, he's dead, but he did get a Victoria Cross in the process of dying. We also lost Williamson and Beresford. 2 soldiers, but 2 of our leaders were able to get badly wounded and still get some medals, so hopefully they'll be back for another engagement. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked this look at Close Combat Gateway to Caen. I really wanted to show you guys the gameplay, the cohesive gameplay of this game, and I really wanted to get you guys interested in the World War II combat. So, give me a shout, let me know in the comments down below what you think, and thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care and have an awesome day.